It's okay not to be okay. No shame in breaking down today. Don't hide behind a painted smile. Let the tears fall for a while. I see the cracks behind your grin, the silent storms you're holding in. You wear your pain like armor tight, but even warriors need rest at night. You walk through crowds like a ghost in chains, drowning deep in silent pain. But every heartbeat in your chest is proof you're worthy, like all the rest. You are not alone, never were, never will be. Every soul needs a light when it's too dark to see. You're not meant to battle on your own. Reach out your hand, you are known. You matter to me, to us, to them. You are not alone. It's okay to fall, to scream, to cry, to ask the haunting question why. But don't believe the voice that lies. You're not a burden, you're a prize. There's power in a simple plea. I need someone to stand with me. And when you speak your truth out loud, you break the silence like a vow. You are not alone, never were, never will be. Every soul needs a light when it's too dark to see. You're not meant to battle on your own. Reach out your hand, you are known. You matter to me, to us, to them. You are not alone. We all have scars, we all have fears. We've all been shattered through the years, but love still finds us even when we've lost our will to start again. So don't give up, don't disappear. Your voice is something we need here. You bring a light the world has missed. A soul like yours deserves to exist. You are not alone, never were, never will be. Every soul needs a light when it's too dark to see. You're not meant to battle on your own. Reach out your hand, you are known. You matter to me, to us, to them. You are not alone. So breathe, my friend, just take your time. You're part of this grand, fragile design. No matter what the shadows say, it's okay not to be okay. I've walked through shadows, I've carried pain, I've seen the storms, I've stood in the rain. But even in darkness, I heard his call. The King is coming, he carried it all.
They tried to break me, but I would not fall. Through nights of silence, I heard his voice call. Every wound I carry, he turns into light. The King is coming, he's ending the night.
The King is coming, I can see his face. Every tear is falling into endless grace. From the ashes rising, I will stand and sing. This is my story, the the King is coming. I've been the broken, the lost and the scarred, but he took my weakness and made me his star. Chains that once bound me are shattered and gone. The King is coming, his victory's won. The King is coming, I can see his face. Every tear is falling into endless grace. From the ashes rising, I will stand and sing. This is my story, the King is coming. Day 41 came, the rain had to cease. My desert became a river of peace. Every battle fought, every trial endured. The King is coming, my future secured. The King is coming, I can see his face. Every tear is falling into endless grace. From the ashes rising, I will stand and sing. This is my story, the King is coming. The King is coming, I can see his face. Every tear is falling into endless grace. From the ashes rising, I will stand and sing. This is my story, the King is coming. I was lost, but now I'm found. On holy ground, I lay it down. Forever I'll sing, my soul will proclaim. The King is coming, forever his name. When the storms of life come crashing through, and the road ahead is hard to view, I close my eyes and feel his hand guiding me gently through sinking sand. With faith so strong, I rise above, lifted high by his endless love. Faith so strong, it lifts me high. Through the darkest valleys I can fly. With God beside me, I stand tall. His grace and mercy conquer all. In the shadows where fears reside, his light shines bright, my constant guide. When I'm weary and hope feels thin, his strength renews the fire within. Each step I take, I know he's near, whispering softly, do not fear. The weight of the world can feel so vast, but Lord, His promises hold me steadfast. He turns my sorrows into song. With Him I found where I belong. Through Him I've learned I'm never alone. His strength is greater than my own. So I'll sing His praises loud and clear. For His love cast out all doubt and fear. He's my foundation, my guiding star. No matter the distance, He's never far. With faith so strong, I'll soar high. Forever held by my Lord Most High. Faith so strong, it lifts me high. Through the darkest valleys I can fly. With God beside me, I stand tall. His grace and mercy conquer all. Whoa, whoa.
The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and He saves those who are crushed in spirit.
Some wounds don't show on the outside, but heaven sees every tear. There are moments when life hits hard, like a hammer to a fragile heart. You swear your pulse will never find its way back to how it be yesterday. You breathe but you don't feel alive, just survive from smile to smile. You wear your strength like a disguise, while your soul quietly cries.
The Lord is close to the broken ones, closer than the setting sun.
When you're crushed beneath the weight, He feels every tear you place.
He's not far,
He's not delayed. He is here in the pain.
when you got nothing left to give, He whispers, shout,
I got this.
oh, oh,
Oh, I got this. Oh, you left the rooms full of light, then fall apart in the dead of night. Shaken silence by your fear, so no one sees the war and hear you tell the world,
yeah, I'm okay.
but okay feels a million miles away. You try to stand, you try to cope, but faith feels thinner than a thread of hope.
The Lord is close to the broken ones, closer than your quiet room.
When your spirit's crushed and weak, He speaks when you can't speak. He's not watching from the sky above. He is wrapped around your hurt with love. When your strength is finally through, He whispers, shout, I got you. Tired bones and a trembling soul, trying to carry a weight untold. Prayers feel stuck in your chest, tears do the talking when words won't rest. You kneel beside your unanswered cries, staring up at silent skies, but silence don't mean he's gone. It's just where the healing starts to dawn.
The Lord is close to the broken ones, right beside where the battle runs.
When your heart can barely stand, you are held in his unseen hands. He's not distant, he's not cold. You are known, you are held. When the world lets go of you, he whispers, child, I got you through. I got you through. He sees the cracks you hide so well, the private wars you never tell, every ache you fake away, every I'm fine you couldn't say. He counts the tears you never show, the ones that fall when you're alone, and where your strength has run its course, his mercy gathers force.
The Lord is close to the broken ones, in the dark before the dawn.
When the night feels endless long, he is strong where you are not. He doesn't shout, he doesn't rush, he heals with holy quiet touch. When your hands can't hold on tight, he whispers, shine. Rest tonight. You thought your faith should make you whole, but faith still bleeds inside the soul. You learn believing doesn't mean you'll never hurt in ways unseen, but hurting doesn't mean you're lost, and breaking doesn't mean the cross has failed to meet you where you are. It's just where grace gets its scars. Someday you'll stand stronger than before, with healed up hands and sacred scars. You'll look back at this shaking ground and see where faith was truly found. Not in the moments you felt brave, but in the nights you barely stayed. When you couldn't lift your head to see, he carried you invisibly. So rest now, child, you don't stand alone. Every shattered place is known. He is not distant, he is near. In every doubt and every fear, the Lord is close to the broken-hearted too. And he's holding you, saying,
I got this,
and I've got you. I got you. Across this broken world, too many names fade into it, too many faces on posters, too many families in despair. This fight is bigger than one story, bigger than one cry. We stand for every missing child until no more tears are left to dry. Social media cuts deep. It can save or it can destroy. A lifeline for the desperate, or a scammer's wicked ploy. For every real protector, searching every night, 100 demons circle, feeding on the fight.
bring them all home, bring them all home tonight.
Every missing child,
Every missing child, every name lost from sight.
don't send money, send truth,
Send money, send truth,
send light,
send light, tips that break the darkness.
prayers that ignite.
Bring them all home, bring them all home tonight.
manipulators and thieves, taken home from grieving parents while the world simply leaves. When the cash stops flowing, they vanish like smoke in air. But the real ones keep on fighting with nothing but a prayer. And every face is a story, every child a world entire. Every lost one deserves a rescue, deserves a rising fire. This mission is for all of them, from every land and lion. We won't stop searching, we won't stop fighting, until every child is fine. Bring them all home.
Bring them all home tonight.
Every missing child,
Every missing child, every name lost from sight.
don't send money, send truth,
Send money, send truth,
send light,
send light. Tips that break the darkness.
prayers that ignite. Bring them all.
All home, bring them all home tonight.
The true warriors work quietly, no crowds, no flashing screens, no begging for donations, no exploiting shattered dreams. Their victory is simple. When a child walks back through a door, they don't want fame or fortune, they just want one child more. Let justice be our banner, let compassion be our call. Let truth expose the parasites who profit from the fall. We fight for every child stolen, hidden, lost, or betrayed. And standing side by side, we'll break the games the demons play. So raise your voice for all of them. Let the world hear you declare. Not one more child forgotten, not one more stolen into despair. Together we are powerful. Together we will unite and shine a blazing beacon through the endless night. Bring them all. Every missing child,
Every missing child, every name lost from sight.
don't send money, send truth.
Send money, send truth,
Truth, send light.
send light. Tips that break the darkness.
Prayers that ignite.
Bring them all home. Bring them all home tonight. Bring them all home. Bring them all home tonight.
We're done with the
Every
scammers.
missing child, every name lost from sight.
Don't send money.
Send light, send truth,
Send sight.
send light.
Stand for the innocent with all of your might. Bring them all home. If this message reaches you, let your heart become a flame. This isn't for one child. This isn't for one name. It's for every missing soul stolen from the light. Stand with us. Bring them all home tonight. Back in Tennessee, 2017, by an old tin roof and a gravel road. Didn't know then what the Lord had planned, but He already wrote the story in gold. I was just a mom fighting storms alone, praying for a break, praying for love. Didn't know He sent me a blessing so strong. One man, one heart, promise from above. We first met down in Tennessee at my trailer years ago. Two strangers, two roads, but time wasn't right. Love had more miles to go. Then 2023 rolled in like thunder, lightning across the sky. A message, a spark, could laugh in the dark, and suddenly years felt light. 'Cause he loves me all too much, like a baby girl says with her grin. He opened his heart for both of us, let me and my daughter right in. He never left her out, never stood a step ahead or behind. He loved us as one from the very first night, and that kind of love is hard to find. Our first date was Mexican dinner, chips and sauce, deep in thought. He asked us both to join him. It was never just me he saw. He laughed with our girl, let her shine, let her talk, let her be. Right then I saw the kind of man he was, not just loving me, but loving we. 'Cause he loves me all too much, like our baby girl says with her grin. He opened his heart for both of us, let me and my daughter right in. He never left her out, never stood a step ahead or behind. He loved us as one from the very first night, and that kind of love is hard to find. One day out the blue he knelt down, no warning, no second guess. Before my mind could even catch up, my heart said yes, yes. Tears fell like rain, but warm like spring. I knew right then he was the one. I'd waited years for a love like that, and God whispered, daughter, your future's begun. Before 23 I was drowning quiet, single mom fighting to survive, clocking hours, pushing through pain, doing anything to keep her alive. He came like a lifeline, reaching through waves, pulled me from the undertow, and love became air and there became peace. He saved me more than you'll ever know. 'Cause he loves me all too much, like a baby girl says with a grin. He opened his heart for both of us, let me and my daughter right in. He never left her out, never stood a step ahead or behind. He loved us as one from the very first night, and that kind of love is hard to find. Then life hit hard, the seizure shook the ground beneath my feet. I fell into fear, but he pulled me close, said, baby, let me take the lead. He said, I love you, I'll get a better job, stay home, rest, he'll breathe. He put his hands to work and his soul to us, and that day my heart found peace. Now he works like the sunrise, steady and strong, to give us everything we want and more all along. My blessing, my anchor, second only to our girl. He's the reason love feels safe in this world. Yes, he loves me all too much, like our daughter shouts with joy. He's my husband, my heart, my comfort, my choice. He never left around, never stood a step ahead or behind. He loved us as one from the very first night, and I thank God I get to call him mine. So here's to the man who saved me when life felt heavy and rough, to the father who loves our girl so big, so gentle, so tough. You are my blessing, my forever, my home, and I love you all too much, until the stars burn down and the river stop running on. What happens when love touches is a forgotten heart, a spark in the dark, a long lost part. How can we be reminded of our holy start when we're just drifting through the silence of the stars?
A whisper soft as midnight rain falls on the soul once numb with pain. It only takes a touch so true to bring the light back into view.
What can we do when we lose our way? When dreams feel like actors in a tragic play, we reach for hands through time and space, hoping to feel one warm embrace.
These are not the tears of pain,
Just seconds falling like gentle rain. Each one a step on the road we're on to where your soul has never gone. This is not the end, just then a breath, a pause until I see you again. Accents and colors blur and sway as minds and hearts are led away, but the eyes still see the truth so clear. Love never leaves, it lingers near.
what can be done to make it start, to wake the soul, to heal the heart. We sing, we pray, we light the flame and dare to love in love's name.
These are not the tears of pain, just seconds falling like gentle rain. Each one a step on the road we're on to where your soul is never gone. This is not the end, just then a breath, a pause until I see you again. The shadows dance, the days roll past, but memories are made to last. They whisper soft, they hum like hymns, and carry us on hopeful winds. So when it's time to say goodbye and silence floods the sky so high, know this heart will never break, it only waits for heaven's sake.
These are not the tears of pain,
Just seconds falling like gentle rain. Each one a step on the road we're on to where your soul has never gone. This is not the end, just then a breath, a pause until I see you again. What happens when love touches a forgotten heart? It brings the light to where we are. The journey ends where it first began, and I'll be waiting until I see you again. If we're all sitting on the same pew, why don't the words roll off our tongues the same? We bow our heads in the same light, but are our hearts calling the same name? We wear the Sunday best, but hide the Monday scars, shouting amen in the daylight, then driving home with closed hearts. We talk about grace like rain, but we keep our hands bone dry. Are we here to worship truth, or just let the moment slide? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? One voice rises with fire, another whispers in doubt. One heart prays for mercy, one can't let the hurt out. We read the same red letters, but turn the pages slow. We hear the same old story, but miss the love it shows. The preacher's calling for unity, the choir's lifting high praise, but we're still fighting shadows and keeping love in our cage. We hold the bread and wine like it's just a Sunday rule, but that table's built for sinners, not the self-appointed cool. If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? We talk about heaven's gates, but we guard our earthly doors. We speak of love as endless, but put limits on the poor. We say, come as you are, but we mean be like us. We've turned this holy temple into a place of mistrust. Maybe the song ain't broken, maybe it's us out of tune. Maybe we've been chasing shadows and missing the silver moon. If we just lean in together, hear the Spirit keeping time, we'd find that one lost melody and sing it as our prime. If we're all sitting on the same pew, How come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? So let the walls come down, let the hearts beat loud and true. Let every soul remember what the Savior came to do. We can blend our notes together, let His mercy be our chord, and in the harmony of heaven we'll be singing for the Lord. If we're all sitting on the same pew, let's start singing the same song. 'Cause the truth is in the music, and the love's been here all along. One body, one spirit, one voice loud and strong. If we're all sitting on the same pew, let's start singing the same song. Still sitting on the same pew, same stained glass, different view, same prayers rising through the hay, same God these weary days. We wear the Sunday best again, but carry the weight of where we've been. We shout amen beneath the lights, then wrestle fear alone at night. We talk of grace like falling rain, but doubt still echoes in our brain. We come in broken, masked and blue, hoping truth will see us through. And we're all sitting on the same pew. How come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same, how come we ain't singing the same song? One soul fighting silent wars, one belly breathing behind closed doors, one lost hope in hospital halls, one lost faith when the money falls. Same Bible open on our knees, same tears hidden behind I'm fine please. Same cross standing on every hill, same choice to trust, same choice to feel. Preacher cries for unity, choir lifts their harmony, but we're divided by fear and pride, by what we post and what we hide. We argue truth from polished seats, while broken hearts stay in the streets. We raise our hands, but God, our pain, afraid to lose what little remains. If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? Yeah, we talk of love, but measure grace, draw lines with Jesus, left no trace. We say, come as you are loud, but judge the wounds beneath the crowd. We feel the fire revival brings, feel the change that freedom sings. We want the crown, but not the cross. We shout of gain, but whisper loss. Maybe the song's still pure and true. Maybe the fall lies me and you. Maybe the Spirit keeps the beat while we trip over our own 2 feet. If we drop the mask and bend the knee, let go of pride and certainty, we'd hear again what we once knew, that grace still makes all things new. If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? So let the church be refuge walls for the tired, the weak, the false. Let the broken find their voice. Let repentance be our choice. Let the bitter learn to forgive. Let the forgotten learn to live. Let the lost be safely led to the blood that Jesus shed. We're still sitting on the same pew, still needing grace to break us through. One body, one spirit, one song in view. Lord, start revival here and now in you. We're all sitting on the same pew. How come we ain't singing the same song? If we're walking toward the same truth, why's the road feel so long? Are we just humming for comfort, or crying out to belong? If we're all sitting on the same pew, how come we ain't singing the same song? When you come to the place where my name finds rest, there'll be one last truth, one final test. 2 quiet dates carved in cold stone lines, but look between them, that space was mine. The day I was born and the day I was gone, those numbers will stand when the dust moves on. But the story ain't told in the year or the date. It's a life I lived between early and late. Every breath I took, every road I crossed, every win I earned, everything I lost. It's the dash that matters, not the stone or the name. It's the scars and the love, and the joy and the pain. Nothing that I owned ever goes with me, just the life I lived in between those 2 D's. When you stand at my grave, don't cry for the end, read the dash. It's the sum of the man I've been. I've been broken, I've been down, been dragged through dirt, been kicked around. I was abused, I was used, left behind with a twisted truth. But in the dark I learned to see there was more in this world for me. And then I grew and I knew there was more ahead, more than the lies that the past once said. I found a road I could finally walk, found my voice when I learned to talk, found my worth in the blood and the grace, found my future past my broken place. It's the dash that matters, not the fall or the fright. It's the getting back up in the middle of the night. It's the choice to keep going when you're losing ground, still standing tall though you've been knocked down. When the clock runs out and the curtain ends, all that's left is the dash I spent. I fought, I cried, I served my time, paid my dues in the valley of the climb. I got married, I had kids, did the best with all I is. I taught them wrong, I taught them right, taught them how to stand and how to fight. I had a history, I had a past, knew real well what would never last. I vowed, I swore, I drew the line, said the past would never be my final sign. I closed that door, I changed that key, would not let yesterday define me. It's the dash that matters, it always did. It's the father I was to my son and kid. It's the husband I tried each day to be. It's the faith that kept rebuilding me. When the stone gets cold and the flowers fade, the dash will still speak for the life I made. I advocated, I supported, I stood up tall, fought to change laws that hurt us all. I created, I debated, I pushed with my pen, told hard truths again and again, left a mark in a world that tried to erase, left my fingerprints in 100 lives' place. So when you stand where my body lies and read my name beneath those skies, don't measure me by the dates you see, measure me by what lived between. The dash tells the truth, the dash tells who I was. The dash is the echo of all I've done was love. Pray for you, I pray for them. I close my eyes and then I pray for myself. It takes strength just to let it go, to walk away from what you know, to leave the noise, the smoke, the show, and stand sometimes alone. It takes faith to shut the door when your heart's been in the war, to believe there's something more than what the past has thrown. I pray for you when the night won't end, even enemies and friends. The world gets loud when the hate starts growing in the crowd. I pray for love when I'm feeling low. I pray for strength when I don't let go. I pray for healing deep in myself. I pray for you. I pray for them. I pray for myself. The draw of hate is an easy road, takes no wisdom, takes no soul. Feeds on fear, it takes its toll, thrives on chaos, grows on control. It's easy to strike, it's easy to burn, harder to listen, harder to learn, harder to bless when the tables turn, harder to love and not return the hurt. So I pray for you when you can't see straight, I pray for you. Caught in their hate, I pray for truth when lies run free. I pray God still works on me. I pray for calm when the storm still swells. I pray for heaven and live in hell. I pray for grace I don't deserve. I pray for you. I pray for me. Yeah. takes courage just to walk away when your name's been dragged through yesterday. To not reply, to not engage, to choose your silence over rage. It takes heart to turn the cheek when your pride is feeling weak. To trust the soul and trust the seed and let God find what you can't beat. It takes more power just to build than tear apart what someone willed. It takes restraint, it takes the will to shape a world instead of kill. It takes more strength to lift and shove, to answer hate with stubborn love, to rise above the blood and mud and still believe in what's good. So I pray for you when the road gets steep, lost and weak. I pray for light when the dark feels real. I pray for wounds I still don't feel. I pray for faith when doubt hits hard. I pray for scars that left their mark. I pray for hope when I can't see. I pray for you, I pray for me. Standing alone don't mean you're lost. Sometimes freedom comes with cost. Sometimes bridges have to fall, so you don't keep beating on a wall. You don't need to win every fight. You don't need to prove what's right. Some battles fade when you turn off the light and let tomorrow handle tonight. So I lay it down at mercy's feet, every wound and every need, every face I couldn't reach, every word I shouldn't speak. I choose the road that's hard but true, the one that heals instead of bruises, the one that builds instead of breaks, the one that love and faith both take. I pray for you when your deepest pain. I pray for them walking in the rain. I pray for peace over pride and fear. I pray God draws us nearer here. I pray for rest for my tired soul. I pray for grace to take control. I pray till heaven answers me. I pray for you, I pray for me. I pray for me. I prayed in anger, I prayed in doubt. I prayed when I didn't know my way out. I prayed when my hands were empty shells. I prayed for the world, and I prayed for myself.
Didn't start with money or a stage or a name. It started with a burden and a holy flame, with the sound of the hurting knocking at our door. We didn't just listen, we became VIP.
We saw the ones nobody saw, the quiet pain behind the walls, the hungry nights, the empty rooms, the battered hearts, the broken rules.
We learned real hope don't come from wealth. It starts the moment you help someone else. From back road towns to city lights, we run toward the wrongs to make them right. No labels here, no throwaway names, just sons and daughters in need of grace.
We don't ask why you fell apart, just how can we help you restart? Value every soul,
Every soul
I invest with compassion,
with a heart
I practice love through service right from the start. Extend grace without condition near a bar.
remain faithful
Through the dark and the hard, that's VIP, our love in action.
That's who we are. Love ain't loud on a shiny screen. It's boots on the ground in the in-between. It's hot meal served with a steady hand. It's storm relief in a broken land. It's showing up when the crowd is gone, staying the night till the fight feels won. We've seen chains fall and lives turn around, from jailhouse floors to holy ground, from last chance prayers to brand new start, from shattered past to healing hearts. Miracles don't always roar, sometimes they whisper, you're worth more.
Value every soul.
Every soul
I invest with compassion.
with a heart
I practice love through service right from the start. Extend grace without condition, near or far.
remain faithful
Through the dark and the hard, that's VIP. Our love in action.
That's who we are. When the funds run low and the load gets heavy, we lock arms tight and stay real steady. No quitting our bones, no backing down. When the whole world shakes, we're still around. Faith don't flinch when the doubts appear. It just digs in deeper and drives through fear. One life saved is a victory. One warm coat, one hungry, one fed, one small spark to a wildfire spread. Hope keeps rising where the herd once led. We're not a moment, we're a movement strong, carrying mercy the whole way long.
Value every soul.
Value every soul.
Rest with compassion. The hard day practice love through service.
Right from the start,
Extend grace
without condition, near or far, remain faithful through the dark and the hard. That's VIP, our love in action. That's who we are. That's VIP, that's who we are. If you're broken, if you're tired, if you've lost your way, there's a place beside us where you're safe to stay. We don't wear crowns, we carry scars, and shine God's light just where we are. We are VIP, a living prayer. In the quiet of a worn out soul, in the dark where the broken go, there's a truth that still stands free. 316 for a world that ran from the light, for the lost in the longest night, for the hearts that forgot their word. He stepped down into the herd, from a spotless throne to a borrowed grave. For every sinner he came to save.
For God so loved this broken world, He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him, the victory's already won. Not condemned, not left alone, we are forever His own.
Mary's tears in a Bethlehem stall, angels whisper what eyes can't see at all. Wooden nails waited in the wings, while heaven sang through earthly things. Love arrived wrapped in fragile skin, so the war for our souls could finally begin.
dusty roads to a cruel hill spring. They mocked the truth, they cursed his name. A crown of thorns, a scarlet stain, love bleeding out in perfect pain. Every breath a sacred fight, love holding on through the fading light. The sky went dark at the ninth hour cry. The earth shook hard as the veil tore wide. A borrowed tomb, a guarded stone. Hope looked dead and sealed in stone, but hell misjudged the power of grace. 3 days later, an empty place.
For God so loved this broken world, He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him, the victory's already won. Not condemned, not left alone, we are forever His own.
Now sinners run where they used to hide. Chains fall loose on the mercy side. Death lost grip, the grave lost claim. Hope now speaks a brand new name. From the worst of us to the least of these, all are welcome at Calvary. So if you're tired and worn out, then if the shame still claws at where you've been, there's a cross still standing, tall and strong. There's a Savior saying you still belong, no matter how far, no matter when. 3:16 still says, come home again.
For God so loved this broken world, He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him, the victory's already won. Not condemned, not left alone, we are forever His own.
From manger cry to empty grave, one verse still echoes, one truth still saves. Heaven still whispers eternally, for God so loved the world.
3:16.
They hold the Bible in their hand, quote the chapters, quote the plan, but the fruit they grow is never clean. Read the word, see what I mean. They know the scripture front to back, every verse, every attack. Can speak it smooth, can speak it fast, but their shadows always follow their paths. They dress it up and hold it light, but deal in darkness every night. Say, Lord, Lord, with their breath, trading fear, spiritual death.
Beware the ones who speak His name, but play their crooked little game. They use the cross to cut you down, turn holy truth into a crown. They preach in fire, they pray out loud, but walk in sin before the crowd. If the fruit is ripe, the root's unclean. Beware the wolves you've never seen.
They twist the word to fit their need, sow division, harvest greed, promise healing, promise gold, while their hearts grow dark and cold. They sell you hope for $1 bill, call it faith, call it God's will, but mercy never makes them rich, and love don't move like a con man's pitch.
Beware the ones who speak His name, yeah, but play their crooked little game.
Yeah, yeah.
They use the cross to cut you down, turn holy truth into a
Cool crown.
They preach in fire, they pray out loud, but walk in sin before the crowd. If the fruit is ripe, the root's unclean.
Even Satan quoted holy lines, tempted truth with twisted signs. So don't believe just polished speech, watch the life behind the preach. If grace is lost in all their talk, if love is missing in their walk, if the poor stay pushed aside and pride is seated at the guide, they curse in private, bless in public. Two-faced faith is still corrupt.
Raise their hands but close their door. Pray for heaven, live for more.
They crush the weak,
Break the weak with legal chains.
call it God,
God, but shout their name.
build their kingdom,
Build their kingdom, stack their stage.
while widows bleed beneath their praise.
Beware the ones who speak his name. Play a crooked little game. They use the cross to cut you down.
Turn
Holy truth into one.
to a crowd.
They preach in fire, they pray out loud, but walk in sin before the crowd. If the fruit is rot, the root's unclean. Beware the wolves you've never seen.
The shepherd knows his sheep by heart, not by platform, fame, or chart. The real ones bleed when others fall. They don't need credit, they don't need applause. They carry burdens, wash the feet. They feed the lost before they preach. No silver tongue, no prophet's brand, just nail-scarred love and calloused hands. So test the spirit, weigh the fruit. Don't trade your soul for borrowed truth.
If it don't look like Calvary, it ain't the cross that set you free. No crown without the cross and pain. No gospel void of grace and change. If it don't smell like sacrifice, it ain't the fire of Christ. Beware the ones who speak his name, but play their crooked little game. They use the cross to cut you down, turn holy truth into a crowd. They preach in fire, they pray out loud, but walk in sin before the crowd. If the fruit is rot, the root's unclean. Beware the wolves you've never seen.
Hold fast to love, hold tight to truth. Let the word keep shaping you. Not every voice that cries out, Lord, is walking with the living word. Stay awake, stay on your knees. Truth don't hide in pageantry. The light will rise, the mask shall fall, and God will judge between us all. Oh, hey. I walked through fire, I felt the cost, carried burdens, carried loss, but every scar I've ever known still pointed me toward your throne.
I've had my battles, I won't pretend. Some left bruises deep within. Every trial, every tear, every unanswered fear.
This pain ain't random, this road ain't vain. There's a holy purpose in the pain. What the world calls defeat and loss, he calls the shaping of the cross.
There are two doors we all must face. One leads to change, one leads to grace. One feeds the fire of hate inside, the other lets forgiveness rise. One keeps the wound, one sets it free. One kills the soul, one bends the knee. Through suffering we find the way to north before us. Choose today.
We like to hide what our hearts feel. My
mask the hurt so it don't look real. But healing never comes from running. Growth is born when the pain's not numbing.
God don't waste a single tear. Not a season, not a year.
What you feel is how you grow, even when it hurts to know.
There are two doors we all must face. One leads to change, one leads to grace. One feeds the fire of hate inside. The other lets forgiveness rise. One keeps the wound, one sets it free. One kills the soul, one bends the knee. Through suffering we find the way. Two doors before us, choose to.
There's a door of rage and restless sleep, a whisper grudges buried deep. It smells like vengeance, tastes like pain. Promises power but delivers chains. It teaches fist before it teaches prayer. Feeds the dark with despair. And every step you take inside takes a piece of your soul with pride.
But there's a gate that don't look wide. It's built from tears and crucified pride. It's marked with mercy, stained with blood. Opened by the Son of God. It don't erase what you've been through. It redeems the broken parts of you. It don't pretend the hurt's not real. It just teaches hearts how to heal. There are two doors we all must face. One leads to change, one leads to grace. One feeds the fire of hate inside. The other lets forgiveness rise. One keeps the wound, one sets it free. One kills the soul, one bends the knee. Through suffering we find the way. Two doors before us, choose today.
On that hill with agony, Christ hung between their cruelty. Nails and flesh, breath running thin. Still he prayed for those in sin. Father, forgive them, were his words. A love so loud it still hurts. In the middle of death and loss, he chose forgiveness on the cross. So when the weight feels hard to bear and bitterness is in the air, you still get one sacred choice between the serpent and the voice.
One will hollow out your soul. One will make you truly whole. Same pain, different destiny. It all depends on what you choose to be. There are two doors we all must face. One leads to change, one leads to grace. One feeds the fire of hate inside. The other lets forgiveness rise. One keeps the wound, one sets it free. One kills the soul, one bends the knee. Through suffering we find the way. Two doors before us, choose today.
I've bled, I've crawled, I've knelt, I've grown. I've learned I never walk alone. Salvation's carved through sacrifice, not through revenge, not through spite.
There's only one door crowned in love, opened by the Lamb above. Through every wound and every scar, forgiveness is how heaven starts.
Snow on the sidewalks, lights in the trees. Cold night humming with old memories. Shop windows glow like a movie scene. Every heart leaning into what Christmas means. Carols drift through the icy air. Hope feels closer everywhere. For one quiet night, the world feels right. Wrapped in red, green, and candlelight. Mama in the kitchen making sugar and spice. Daddy stringing lights for the third time twice. Kids can't sleep, they're wide awake, counting every dream inside the fireplace. Outside the world's been fast all year. Heart on hope, short on cheer. But this old room still knows a way to slow us down on Christmas Day.
It's more than ribbons, golden glow, more than mistletoe and winter snow. It's the way we feel when the whole world slows and the best of us begins to show.
It's the laugh you miss, the hands you hold, the stories back from years ago. That's the magic of Christmas night, when love feels louder than the noise. Oh, there's a lonely porch with a single light, an empty chair at the table tonight. Someone wishing they had one more place where the name still lived on a picture frame. If you got extra, don't walk past. Every little kindness lasts. You never know how far it goes when you give a stranger a little home. Downtown dressed in red and green, kiss pressed noses to store glass dreams. Old folks hum their borrowed tunes from radio days and long ago rooms. Every year carries joy and ache. Every heart's got more to make. But December always finds a way to soften wounds we hide all year.
It's more than ribbons, golden glow, more than mistletoe and winter snow. It's the way we feel when the whole world slows and the best of us begins to show. It's the laugh you miss, the hands you hold, the stories back from years ago. That's the magic of Christmas night, when love feels louder than the noise.
Oh, Grandpa's stories on repeat. Same old joke, same old seat, same old song on vinyl play, like I never learned to age. Names we've lost still fill the room, in every toast and every tune. 'Cause Christmas keeps the doors unlocked for every soul we've ever lost. Teach the kids that giving is more than shiny paper and store-bought floors. It's sitting with someone who feels unseen, showing up when it's inconvenient. 'Cause years from now they won't recall every toy that filled the hall. They'll remember who was there for them when the world felt big and they felt small.
It's more than ribbons, golden glow, more than mistletoe and winter snow. It's the way we feel when the whole world slows and the best of us begins to show.
It's the laugh you miss, the hands you hold, the stories back from years ago. That's the magic of Christmas night, when love feels louder than the noise. If your year's been rough and heavy too, if your dreams feel tired and used, let the season bend the way just for a while, just long enough. From the rich lit hills to the broke down streets, from crowded tables to one spare seat, December whispers the same old truth. We all need love and we all need proof. La la la, the stars are bright. La la la, on Christmas night. Every heart, every home finds its way back where it belongs. Hold my hand, don't be afraid. Every wish is on its way. Snow falls soft, the world feels new. Christmas starts with me and you.
Light the fire, pass the plate, call the name you've been afraid to say. Leave an extra gift by the door. You never know what it's for.
When the world gets loud and runs too fast, the season pulls us back to love, to home, to giving heart. That's the soul of Christmas, past and present, and the one
hands you hold, the stories back from years ago. That's the magic of Christmas night, when love feels louder than the noise. When love feels louder than the noise. When love feels louder than the noise. Midnight falls on borrowed breath. Streetlights dress the snow in gold. Every moment feels like something old. The world almost forgot to hold. Tonight the noise lets mercy lead. The clocks all learn to stand still, and hearts remember how to need the kind of hope the cold can't kill. Postcards taped to kitchen walls, faded smiles from long ago. Coffee steams, the radio calls our melodies we used to know. Blueprints circle broken ice on sidewalks worn by years. Some folks pray, some folks just wish for quieter tomorrows than their fears. It's Christmas in the sparks between the silence and the sound, in every lost and found belief that somehow still comes around. No wrapped up box could ever hold the weight of what we give, 'cause Christmas is the breath we share that reminds us how to live. Red coat shadow crosses roofs, or maybe it's just moonlit cloud. But every child still leans toward proof that wonder survives being grown and loud. Coins drop in a paper cup, no names, no debt, no pride. Strangers cross like passing trains, but kindness rides inside. The empty chairs still keep their place at tables set with care. We pour the wine, we save the seat as if the past might join us there. Laughter bends around the ache, but doesn't break its shape, 'cause even loss learns how to glow when wrapped in giving hope. It's Christmas in the sparks between the silence and the sound, in every lost and found belief that somehow still comes around. No wrapped up box could ever hold the weight of what we give, 'cause Christmas is the breath we share that reminds us how to live. Windows bloom with borrowed light from televisions and flames. Whole lives pause for one soft night and forget their heavier names. Apologies sit trembling on tongues too long restrained, and mercy moves like candle smoke through every room of pain. Kids fall asleep mid-sentence prayer, still clutching folded dreams, while parents pace the hallway slow like tired guardian kings and queens. Somewhere hope is stitching up another torn up year. quiet proof that love is still right here.
It's Christmas in the sparks between the silence and the sound. In every lost and found belief that somehow still comes around. No wrapped up box could ever hold the weight of what we give.
'Cause Christmas is the breath we share that reminds us how
It's Christmas in the sparks.
Oh yeah.
Silence and the sound.
Whoa.
Every lost and found belief that somehow comes around.
No wrapped up box could ever hold the weight of what we give. 'Cause Christmas is the breath we share that reminds us how to live. Morning comes like answered prayer, with frost-kissed rooftops bare and bright. And we carry something quieter than bells into the light. Not just a day, not just a dream, but a reason to begin. 'Cause Christmas isn't what we get, it's what we're brave enough to give.
When the shadows try to whisper and the past comes knocking loud, I lift my eyes to heaven's mercy. I am broken but unbowed. What I was in all my yesterdays ain't who I am standing here today. Every scar became a language of a soul that learned to pray. I walked through storms and fire, I tasted every kind of night, but the dawn kept pulling closer till I stood up in its light.
'Cause where you were in the past don't change the person you become. Pain don't define the heart, it's just the journey you came from. Abuse don't own your story, it only forged your strength to fight. And evil never blankets us, it only shows the true divine.
I remember all the heartbreak, every echo in the dark, but the fear that once controlled me lost its power on my heart. I learned that truth is louder than the lies we used to hear, and I built a brand new future from the ashes of my fear.
'Cause what you were in the past don't change the person you become. Pain don't define the heart, it's just the journey you came from. Abuse don't own your story, it only forged your strength to fight. And evil never blankets us, it only shows the true divine light.
I carried burdens like a mountain till I found the strength to stand. God reached right down within me, placed my future in my hands. And the ones who tried to break me, only taught me how to rise. Now I'm walking with a purpose, as His glory fills my sky.
'Cause when you were in the past, don't change the person you become. Pain don't define the heart, it's just the journey you came from. Abuse don't own your story, it only forged your strength to fight. And evil never blankets us, it only shows the true divine light.
I've seen the darkest corners where hope was barely seen, but even there a small flame flickered deep inside my soul's unseen. It whispered, keep on breathing, there's a purpose in this night. And that spark became a lantern, guiding me back to the light.
I'm not the child who trembled, I'm not the soul who hid in shame. I'm the warrior God was building through the fire and the flame.
Every memory that haunts me became armor on my spine. Now my story sings of victory in a voice that's truly mine. So here's to all the wounded, all the lost and all the scarred. Your tomorrow can be brighter, though your yesterday was hard. Lift your head and feel the healing, there's a purpose in your fight. Your past is just the prologue to a life reborn in life.
Don't change the person you become. Pain don't define the heart, it's just the journey you came from. Abuse don't own your story,
It only forced your strength to fight.
and evil never blankets us till it shows the true divine light.
So let the darkness tremble, let the old wounds lose their might. For the past is just a shadow, and you're walking in the light.